Whether it's browsing for an outfit or finding the perfect Christmas gift, buying and selling have never been easier with online shopping. As I've learned during this pandemic, online selling platforms have become indispensable for micro and small businesses to grow and reach their customers. Shopee Philippines Director Martin Yu tells us more, and he joins us now live in the studios. Martin, great to have you with us.
Hi Rico, nice to have you.
All right, it's the Burr months. Everyone's starting to play Christmas songs. Have we seen a significant rise in Shopee sales?
You know, it's really interesting that you mentioned the Burr months. I think the Philippines really has the longest Christmas season. On the moment you mentioned the Burr months, that's the start, everything's peaking, and actually it's the beginning for us. It marks 9/9, and 9/9 is so exciting because last year it was so exciting. I can give you some numbers. An hour of shopping on 9/9, we actually saw 9.5 million items sold in just 1 hour now. And a lot of people wait for this mega midnight sale, which is that 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. just to wait for that first few hours of 9/9. And we see 3 times as many people online waiting for the sale.
So what are the offerings? What are the discounts during these 9/9 sales? Because you also have 10/10, 11/11, and 12/12. This has already been like a shopping habit for many of our kababayans.
No, it's true. So 9/9, we're actually very much focusing on this tagline, Mas mura sa Shopee. So there's a lot of deals, 90% off on
90% off?
Yes, on a lot of products.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of deals at a piso, those piso deals, and there's many, many more. There's this special one I want to highlight. It's called the Shopee Pay Play and Win, Shop and Win, and you can win up to 1 million pesos. Every time you buy a product, you get this voucher and a code that you can use to actually win 1 million pesos. So very exciting stuff, lots of deals, lots of promos on the site.
But you really have to be creative, Martin, no? Because you have 9/9, you have 10/10, 11/11, and 12/12, just right before the holiday season. But how are the micro and the small businesses who are on the Shopee platform benefit from all of this?
No, so I think that's exactly our core mission of bringing all these MSMEs online so that they can sell. And of course, we want to create an ecosystem that's good for both buyers and sellers. So for the sellers, it's us teaching them, hey, you can sell online, you can reach the whole country, and we support them with all these education programs, teach them about how to sell, how to make sure you list properly, how to make sure that you are listing your products in a way that a lot of people see it, so they can have the sales.
So these MSMEs, by how much have they multiplied during the last 2.5 years of the pandemic?
So I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but I can tell you that it's a lot. The adoption has really grown, and it's a lot to do with how much we've, I think, educated people, taught people that you can sell online. Of course, during the pandemic time, also people were looking for other ways to do business, right? And all along with the education program, I want to highlight one called the Seller Education Hub, because that's available in English and Filipino too. You can get all these tips on how to sell online, and all these drives a lot of sellers to come online. And it's part of our core mission, again, to get people to do this selling. All
right, apart from helping the MSMEs, giving discounts during these special events up to 90%, and of course cashbacks, is Shopee also continuing to invest on improving logistics and reducing delivery time when they buy the product online upon delivery to their respective homes?
No, it's a very, very good question. Because for us, what we want to do is improve the ecosystem. And that means for us working with several partners. So you mentioned logistics, but I also want to say we talk with a lot of brands. As if we want to get all the brands online. We want to make sure there's enough variety available at the best prices for everyone. But at the same time, logistics is incredibly important. So we're working with the entire ecosystem, different partners, different logistic providers. And all in all, our goal is to make it faster and cheaper for our users. So it's ongoing. It's always going to keep going. It's something I work on personally, and it's very exciting.
Well, Shopee has been now in the Philippines for the past 6 years, and you've been on board for 5 years now. What other improvements can we expect from Shopee going forward?
So I think there's so much more we have to do on making sure we reach all the sellers across the country, right? So we've done a lot of road shows. We go to Mindanao, we go to Visayas. We want to encourage all these sellers to get online. I know we have some progress, but we want to encourage more and more sellers. We want to get people from far-flung areas to bring their products to Shopee, and that's going to be a big benefit to the rest of the country. On top of that is all the features we want to develop. Because I was just noticing that in the Philippines, what really sets us apart is how much people like to use the social aspect of shopping. And it reflects on how I spend time in the malls, right? You're not always just buying stuff. You're eating, you're watching shows, and that's reflected on the Shopee app. So a lot of people use Shopee Live, they like to chat, and all these features I think we're still developing to encourage people to have this great shopping experience.
But of course, Martin, like old dinosaurs like myself who have to really think about getting onto online platforms, I always think about my privacy, right? The information that I put on that online platform, the data, my name, my address, my number, my credit card information.
Yes.
How do you keep your buyers and sellers safe? How do you protect them from the cyber criminals?
Yeah, so that's definitely something we take very, very seriously. It's very important we comply with all the laws and regulations, especially the Data Privacy Act of 2012. We think this is very, very important. We've ran a lot of educational campaigns to encourage and make sure that people don't transact outside the platform. And I think that's really my red flag. So if anyone's trying to ask you to transact, they use the Shopee name, but they say, hey, maybe you want to try transacting anywhere else. That's a danger zone. So if there's any one message I want to really get out here, transact on the platform. We want to have that safe environment, but don't transact anywhere else.
Because a big story right now, right, is a lot of our mobile numbers are being used for phishing, for scam text messaging.
Yes.
What is your message to our viewers who are getting scammed or maybe even using the Shopee name?
Yeah, no, so I think ignore it. If you really are worried, please reach out to our customer service. Most of them will tell you, hey, don't transact offline. We want you to be on the platform. The platform is a safe space. We've really put a lot of thought on making sure that transactions are safe and nothing gets out of that,
And what are your plans for 10-10, 11-11, and 12-12?
That's coming, and we'll talk more about that when that time comes. Very exciting, yeah.
Very exciting times, especially for the online shopping platforms. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Martin Yu, Director of Shopee Philippines.
Thank you, Rico.